Yo. Hello, my gorgeous guys and girls and all you spooky queens in between. Today, we are finally going to do a special effects paint look. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I used to be massive into body paints and stuff like that. And since I got my cheeks pierced back in March, I think it was, I stopped doing them just because I wanted to let my cheeks heal to the best of their ability before I would even attempt to do anything. I'm still going to be keeping it really simple, but I thought I would film it and let you guys see the creative process behind it. I'm not amazing at it, I'm not the best person at it, but so many people have told me to film my looks that I do. So here we are. So grab a drink, grab some snacks, and we'll dive right in. For this tutorial, you're going to need liquid latex, some different textured sponges, a plethora of fake blood because you can never have too much. I love the stuff. Some homemade scar wax, which is made out of Vaseline, flour, and your foundation all mixed together. You're going to want a crayon to map out where you're going to put your things, more blood, of course, a mixture of different coloured paints, and optional, you can have some contact lenses too. First up, you're going to take your body crayon and just map out the areas you want to be laying your special effects areas. So I'm just going either side of the mouth and drawing the mouth part that I need. This is how it looks. Looks good, don't it? Start drawing above your eye and then realise you've done it on the wrong side. So let's wipe that off and start again on the other eye. So we're just mapping in where we want the special effects area to be, basically. And I'm pretty happy with that, so we shall move ahead. Next up, you need to have clean fingers, clean hands as you are putting contact lenses in. I am so novice at this, but I did this eye first time and I was absolutely buzzing. Now this eye, let me tell you. So we failed once, we failed twice, we failed 3 times. We tried the little stick thing that you get with them to help you put it in. It fell out into my eyelid. I tried spreading my eyeball as much as I possibly could and we managed to get it in. Oh, did we? Did we? No, we did not. So here we go, final attempt. We've got it in, close them eyes, make sure that it's nice and secure and locked up in there. So because I cried all my eyes out trying to get these contacts in, I just need to redraw my makeup in. Here we get a cup of liquid latex. Oh my god, I forgot how bad this stuff smells. Pour about the desired amount. Don't drink it. Nope, it's not good for you. Measure up your tissue paper and then take your flat-ended sponge and just outline the area that you've drawn on with liquid latex and apply your tissue. Next, we'll go over that to make sure it's saturated and the ends are flattened down and fully making sure we've got a nice smooth blend into the skin, or as smooth as you can possibly get it. And continuing over onto the other side now. Again, applying that tissue paper and reapplying the liquid latex, and then we're going to keep doing it, letting it dry, apply another layer, let it dry, apply another layer. So now we're going to take some scissors, being very, very careful you're not to catch your skin. So you want to take it in really small segments and just gently snip away. Keep moving your mouth to see if you've got the ability to open and close your mouth and everything. Making sure that you aren't nicking your skin or anything, because you don't want to do that. You have to be so careful to really take your time on this section, because you can end up really, really hurting yourself, especially with scissors. Clearly, because they're sharp and pointy, so we don't want that. So once you've got your gaping hole kind of thing, you're going to want to do it over onto the other side, and this is what you should end up with. We're now going to leave this to dry a little bit more, and we're going to take the homemade scar wax that I told you about earlier. We're going to roll it into fat sausages and just apply it over the diamond that we've got around our eye, remembering to smooth out the outer portion because we want that to blend in with the skin and have the raised part on the inside so it looks like it's been gouged out kind of thing. I find that if it's not blending as nice as you want, if you get a little bit of petroleum jelly or Vaseline or something, it just helps smooth it out a little bit easier. But we're just going through and making sure that this is all nicely stuck down and it looks seamless, or as seamless as it possibly can. Now we're going in with body paint, so I'm just taking the Moon Creations black water activated paint and applying it all inside the diamond that we have just created. This is just to give it the more sunk in look and void out this area as such. Try your hardest not to get it in your eye, because if your eyes water it will make this run as it's water activated paint, and try not to get it on the scar wax because this will happen. So we're just smoothing this back down and making sure that it's in one piece. We're going to apply it into the mouth crevices now to add more depth to this area and just get it so it looks nice, deep, dark and ganky. Going in with dark red, we're applying it just to the outside to give it more of a raw edge. This doesn't need to be neat or tidy or anything because you are going to be layering over the top of it with other shades of red and brown and whatnot. And here we are with the brown. Again, just adding it to the edge to highlight and, well, not highlight, deepen the outside up. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be neat. As you can see, I've just kind of speckled it on and we're going back in with the red. And it's just basically continuous layers of brown and red until you are happy with what you've got. Now this isn't white, this is pale skin from Moon Creations, and I'm just adding this to add a little bit of highlighting to the areas to help blend it in that little bit better. And again, same as I said, we're just going in over and over and over again with the red and the brown until we're happy with where we are. Going in with the stippling sponge now, I'm just taking it straight into the paint and blotting it out. It helps cover them edges a little bit more, makes the edges look a bit more raw and aggravated and irritated, which of course you would have if you had such wounds on your face. So we're just making it so it looks a bit more cohesive as such to the wounds that we've got going on around this area. I did want to try and have a like the gory side and then a glam side, so I'm just going in quickly and applying neutral base foundation. This is the Revolution Pro foundation drops in F6, and we're going in with the thick scab blood inside the crevices of the mouth to give it that more juicy texture. And we're going to go up and apply it over onto the eyes now. This is probably my favourite part because I just think blood makes everything better. As cringy as that sounds, it makes it look more realistic and it just helps add that extra something. Like, I just feel it just makes it pop more. And this is scab blood that I got off of eBay, so it's really inexpensive. We're going back in to the beauty side of things, so I'm just drawing in my eyebrows with the Brow Goals brow pencil from Makeup Obsession. Just trying to get a realistic kind of looking brow. This is a lot longer than my normal brows, so I don't really know what I was thinking, but hey, we just roll with it and make it work to the best of my ability. Going in with my depotted VE Cosmetics single eyeshadows. The shade names and everything shall be tagged over on my Instagram post, but I'm just going in with a mixture of the greens in darks, lights, a few blacks and greys, and dotting it about and adding more of the clown-like features around the eyes and using a green eyeshadow to do a little bit of contouring. So we're just adding it to the brow bone where you would normally contour and everything. We've got a little bit on the nose, and this is kind of where I went a bit iffy. I've applied glitter glue and decided I wanted to apply some glitter onto the eyelid. It works, it looks good. I mean, I do like how it turned out, but as you'll see later on in the video, I do kind of grunge this up a little bit. So I'm just taking the neon pigment from VE Cosmetics again and just brightening up all the areas a little bit more and adding it into my waterline. Going in with Essence Lash Princess Mascara just to give me a little bit of zhuzh on these little baby lashes and hoping for the best. And now my favourite part is the Drippy Blood. So my way is I like to use a little pipette, and it helps me control it a bit better and being able to drop it in areas that I require it to look a bit more juicy. It allows me to control the drop stream as well a bit better, and I just find this way super easy and it's super effective. And you can get these pipettes off of Amazon or eBay for really, really cheap. So I'm just going around and kind of dotting around, giving it a little bit more gore, because why the hell not? I realised that the face kind of looked a bit disconnected from the rest of my body, so I'm just going in and deepening, blackening out my neck. I'm going to kind of like shadow it down and blend it out a bit more, adding a few streaks and stuff, just to give me a bit more of a grimy kind of feel. This is the point where I decided that I didn't necessarily like the beauty aspect of it, so I'm just going in and grunging up the face a little bit more, just to give it a bit more of a cohesive feel to the whole look, really, because it just looked too nice on the nice parts and not grimy enough to match the rest of this face. So we're just going in, adding more black, getting a bit more detail into the neck with a finer brush, just so it looks a bit more streaky and stuff. It's supposed to look messy because why the hell not? realising that my hands didn't match the rest of my body, so we're just going in, lathering up that paint and covering it up like 1-0. Going in with the V Cosmetics liquid lipstick, and this is the finished look. I hope you like it. And here we have it. I can't talk very much because my mouth is obviously latexed together. I haven't done special effects or paint work in, I want to say, for the entirety of lockdown. Obviously, since I've had my cheeks pierced on the 13th of March, I haven't done anything special effects or paint-wise. So please just bear with me and come along the journey with me for this, like, getting back into it all. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I've done this kind of eye thing on a previous clown look, and I was obsessed with it, and that's why I've recreated it. So, I mean, I did want this to be like a glam side, and like in person, I think my camera's washing me out a hell of a lot more than what it should be. But in person, I look a lot more grimy and so, yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. If you want to see photos of how this turned out, then be sure to check out my Instagram. If this was something that you enjoyed viewing, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, all that shebang, because I do hope to keep uploading things like this. Not necessarily SFX all the time, because the smell of liquid latex makes me gag. But I want to get back into body paints and stuff. So just let me know if this is what you guys like to see. Go check out my Instagram, same as I said. Scroll down a bit and you'll be able to see like my Halloween series. I did like all Halloween characters, like Halloween film characters. So I did like Pinhead, I did Sam from Trick or Treat, I did a Scarecrow, I did Annabelle, I did Freddy. God, my mind's gone completely blank. I did so many horror characters anyway. So yeah, be sure to go and check them out. It's not always special effects. I am incredibly new to special effects, and paint-wise, I only started doing paints. Not Halloween just gone, the Halloween before was when I first picked up my paints and like dabbled in this kind of world. Oh, my skull wax is falling off. Please remember to be kind, to be a decent human being, and just love everyone. There's no reason to be a horrible person. And on that note, I shall catch you on the next one. Bye!